When I was 8 years old and my brothers were 11 and 5, my family got the call that we were moving to Texas. We lived in California. My dad was in the pharmaceutical sales business, and we were being transferred to some city called Houston where my dad could work in the medical center. So imagine the drive from California to Texas. An 8-year-old, 11-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a cat in the back. Mom and Dad in the front. Windows down to try to keep it cool enough because we're moving in the summertime, driving through West Texas. And what's the one thing we kept saying over and over and over? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And every time we'd see a street sign or a city, we'd think, this is it, this is it. And of course it wasn't. It was the longest drive of my life, and it seemed like it would never end. You know, my friends, this pandemic, I think we're kind of in the are we there yet stage. We knew early on when the lockdowns began and the numbers were rising that we were in for a long haul. We just didn't know how long. And now, because of the vaccines that are rolling out and people learning more about how to be safe and better treatments, we see light at the end of the tunnel. And we're starting to say, well, are we there yet? And some want to say, yeah, we're there. It's safe. Let's go. And others are like, oh no, we got a long ways to go. We are not there yet, but we are on our way. We've taken a lot of steps to already begin to open a few things, like our worship services on Sunday morning in the sanctuary, and a children's study. And under very tight restrictions, we've allowed scouts to meet up here, but they have to follow very strict protocols. But before we let any group start to gather here, we have to establish new cleaning procedures. We need to schedule the rooms in such a way that they can be cleaned before and after. It's a lot of work just to add one meeting to the schedule because we're not there yet. I say that because, like you, I feel the pressure to start opening up more. And it's so tempting. I miss having this building full of life, of church activity. But it's just not time to throw the doors open. That day will come. And between now and then, we in church leadership will very slowly and cautiously find opportunities where we can increase the activity here, but only if it can be done safely and consistently. You as a church have done so well through this pandemic. You've worn masks faithfully. You've socially distanced. When we've learned that someone in our parish was exposed to COVID, not necessarily in our church, but exposed to COVID, but had been in church, we've informed you and let you know. Let's not fail now. Let's keep being safe for now. We will open step by step as circumstances permit. But we're not there yet. We will be soon.